Okay, hard to get a feel for this one. Um, that n factorial squared is pretty big up there. Um, but maybe the 3n factorial, maybe this thing will head to 0. Um, uh, and again, you can't test right away with, say, the nth term test. Even if you could find this limit as it sits, if it goes to 0, it doesn't prove anything. So you might be just wasting time. So we're going to go ahead and form that ratio. In fact, you know, this is, I'm trying to find this, right? This is my ratio test. I'm trying to find this. We want a sub n plus 1 over a sub n, like that. Now, just to keep my writing down a little bit on this one, I'm going to just go for this quotient. I'm going to leave off the bars. I don't need them. I'm going to go right into this form here. So I've got an n plus 1 factorial. And since it's squared, I'm going to have 2 of those. Just like that. And then down here, I'm going to have a 3 times n plus 1. And that whole thing is factorial. And then, of course, I'm going to divide that by the n factorial squared and the 3n factorial, like that. Now this will come out to, I'm going to start expanding here. This is n plus 1 with another n plus 1. And I'm going to keep the 2 factorials over here to the side. Okay, so that was expanding both of those. Down here, this is 3n plus 1. 3n plus 3 factorial. So I'm going to open it up. It'll be 3n plus 2, 3n plus 1, and finally 3n factorial. So that's that whole denominator opened up. Notice how I had to do the multiplication first and then do the factorial. Okay. And now I'm going to multiply by 3n factorial and the n factorial with another n factorial underneath it. That's n factorial squared. And notice I do get some nice simplifications at this point. I'm going to lose this and this. I'm going to lose that 3n factorial. And in here, I could go a little bit further, but I can already see that when I take my limit, I've got n squared up here and an n cubed down here. That's going to be, that limit's going to be 0 when I go for that. But if you wanted to just take it one more step, you could. N plus 1, n plus 1. Because down here, you can pull out that 3. And then you have this. And it's not much better, but you can lose one of those n plus 1s. So finally, you just have this. And again, it's got a quadratic in the denominator and a linear function in the numerator. So that limit now, finally, when we take that r, will be this limit. And I think, again, it's pretty clear that that's going to head to 0. So it's less than 1. We have absolute convergence. And that's a little surprising. I mean, it's that 3 in there must have made all the difference. And it makes you wonder if a 2 would have done the same thing. 2n factorial, would that have been enough? Good question. Maybe you could check that out if you have time. See if that 3 made the difference. Because this was squared and this was 3. Did that make any difference? Good question.